You know, where the characters come up in the morning and Goofy gives you a hug. Don't you like? Have you been there?
Yeah.
I love
Okay,
Goofy
yeah.
so much. I
You
took a
like-
picture with him when I was there. I love him.
And
I
how
think
old
he's
were
great.
you, 16?
Yes, we went with our school.
I know, I found myself, because they have the two little chipmunks, Chip and Dale,
Yeah.
and I'm sort of like, would you take a picture with me too? You feel like an idiot while you're doing it, but when you get the picture, it is kind of neat.
Yeah, it is great.
Do you have any hobbies on your spare time that you like to do?
Well, gosh, you know, I always say that I wish there was something that I did, like sewing or collecting something or something. And I'm trying to think, if I had a hobby, I like to read, but my time is such that it's so hard to find time to actually just read a book. But I do like to read, but I don't really do anything, Corey.
I think you're collecting towns in Connecticut.
You
I
think
that's
so?
what-
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't really have a hobby per se. You know what I would really like to do? I'd really like to become good at cooking, because you know, I'm really a whiz with the microwave. For instance, I know SpaghettiOs, 30 seconds, Morton's Honey Buns, 40 seconds, Lego Waffles, 50 seconds. But, you know, the kids are getting at an age that, you know, I think they should have nutritious meals every day. So, I mean, I'm working on, you know, I would really like to be a good cook. And I've heard that you can make cooking a hobby. So I've started buying cookbooks so I could really be really good at that. That's
yeah,
what I'd like.
it's really tough. It takes a certain knack.
It does. It does. I mean, but I hear people say, listen, if you can read, you can be a good cook. But I don't buy that.
I don't either.
I don't
Because
buy
I
that.
don't know, I collect cookbooks and stuff, and I've been trying to cook, and
And how
some-
good are you?
not very good.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times things come out well, but I made banana bread the other day, and I don't know what happened, but it's really scary.
You got to put the bananas in it.
Oh, okay.
That works.
We heard that you were the chairman of the Festival of Trees. What's
Yes,
it like?
I am. How'd you know that?
Well, we heard it somewhere.
Little
No,
bird.
no, Corey, you're supposed to say, I have very reliable sources. I don't really know what it's like, to tell you the truth, because I haven't done it yet. I just had a luncheon meeting the other day. It's funny you should mention that, because I just had a luncheon meeting last week where they were telling me that it's going to be a black tie affair, which means I get to wear a long dress, which is very exciting. And, you know, it's at the Wadsworth Athenaeum, and, you know, I'm expected to sort of open the evening. But I'm looking for, that's in December. That's in December.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you what it's like because I haven't done it yet. I'm looking forward to it, though.
What made you move to Glastonbury?
Well, I tell you, we just started looking at different houses. We were looking in Glastonbury, West Hartford, and Farmington. And Jerry Brooks lives here in Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Jerry Brooks, who's at Channel 3, and I said, if he lives there, I got to live there too. And we started looking at land, and Bill...
the Vogue place
Yeah,
for
it's the
Channel
Vogue
3.
place. Figured Jerry Brooks and Corey Johnson live there. Then there's Meg Peck on the other side of town. What else could you do?
Oh, there you go, exactly.
So we saw a piece of land. My husband fell in love with the land, and after he saw this piece of land, there wasn't any other decision to make. But you know what really bothers me about the town? Would you like to know?
Yeah, fine.
What really scares me about the town is that it's really dark at night, that there are no street lights
Yeah.
on our street.
I know.
Don't you know, I was driving down the street with the kids, and I turned out the lights just for grins to see what it would be like. I mean, I had to immediately stop because I knew it was dark, but it's pitch.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at land in the daytime, you know, the sun is out, and it never even occurred to me to think about that. But one night we went to a meeting at the architect's house, Rick Kennedy. He lives in Glastonbury. Do you know him?
No.
We went to Rick's house, and we pulled up, and I said, you know, is there a blackout in the neighborhood? And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, Rick, it's so dark outside. He said, Gail, that's what Glastonbury's like. So that kind of scares me. But I don't want to scare the kids about it, so I act like, oh, it's great, oh, it's no problem. But the darkness really bothers me. But I hear people here like it, so I'm not complaining.
It is dark. It's easier to sleep because it's so dark.
Really?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. When we first moved into the house, Meg, I used to sleep with all the lights on the outside. Then I got the first electric bill, and Bill said, you know, don't you think maybe you can adjust to the darkness? So I'm adjusting a little better now.
Do you have any funny stories about being a celebrity in Glastonbury?
Well, gosh, it's funny, that word celebrity, because I never think of myself that way. You know, we go grocery shopping at Frank's. You know Frank's.
Yeah.
Right down off the New London Turnpike. You know, so I'm schlepping around the grocery store. I wear contact, because I don't always look this cute. You do think I look cute, don't you? Corey's like, if you say so. Anyway, I was schlepping around Frank's because I wear contact lenses, and so I have all my glasses, and my hair is just kind of sticking up everywhere, and I have all my sweats, and we're just sort of schlepping around the grocery store. And, you know, people, I'll ask somebody something like, where is the spaghetti sauce or whatever? And someone will walk up to me and say, you know, I thought that was you because I recognized your voice, but boy, you really look different. And I know it's their way of saying, Dad, you look a mess. But they don't want to say that. But I mean, I don't think of myself so much as a celebrity. What I think is that I have a job that's more public than anybody else's, but my concerns and my fears are the same. You know, I worry about the kids, and you worry about doing a good job, and you worry about being happy in life. But I don't really see myself that different than anybody else. It's just that my job makes me more visible than anybody.
Do you have any future goals?
Besides what?
Besides the news?
Well, I don't know. I think the news is pretty good. I left, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think this is pretty good, Corey, actually. You know, when I was at Channel 3 for 10 years, I left, I took a job at NBC in New York. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No.
But I left Channel 3 very briefly to take a job at NBC in New York, and the show I left for was canceled. And ultimately, I ended up coming back here. And what I realized is that although I don't regret that decision, and if I had to do it all over again, I would still make the decision to move, because I think sometimes in life you have to take a risk. But I do think it gave me a greater appreciation for the job that I do. I still haven't given up thoughts or desires one day to do some type of talk show, but right now I'm pretty happy doing exactly what I'm doing. See, what matters to me most are my kids. Kirby and William are 6 and 5, and my husband and my marriage, and the job is great and wonderful, but if I thought it was affecting my family life, I would say sayonara to Channel 3 tomorrow and find something else. But what I learned is that, and I was out of work for 8 months in transition before NBC and going back to Channel 3. What I learned is that I'm not a stay-at-home mother. I do know that I enjoy working very much and don't see a time soon anyway that I don't quit, that I stop my job, because I like it very much.
Do you ever watch yourself on the news?
No, not really. I tape the show every day, and I only watch it if there was something that I think was really screwed up or really messed up. If there was something that I don't think we handled it right, or I don't think I did such a good job, then I'll roll the tape back to look at it. But normally, on a daily basis, no, I don't watch it, because I figure, Corey, I'm there. So there's no
I hate
fun.
to watch myself.
Plus, but you know what, Meg? When I look at myself on TV, all I see, like, people will look at me and say, God, you look so different in person. Or you look younger, you look older, you look darker, you look shorter, you look taller, you look fatter. I mean, I've heard it all. But when I look at myself, all I see is me. So I'm no longer uncomfortable with it, because I just sort of look at it and I just see it's me there. But watching myself isn't something that I did when I first started, though, because I got a big kick out of, God, I'm on TV.
Right.
God, look at me. But now that I'm older, how old do you think I am, Corey? Careful how you answer this question. How old do you think I am?
38?
Oh, very good. Actually, I'm 22. No, I'm 37. You're very good. See, I'll go to talk to schools and I'll say, how old do you think I am? And this one little kid said 15, and somebody else said 82. So you're really very good. But now that I'm older and more mature, looking at myself on TV isn't the way it used to be for me, where it was kind of a kick. Now I just realize it's a job, and it's a job that I do, and it's a job that I like.
Yeah.
You were talking about your family before.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your kids, and like, do
Oh,
they
God,
like
I
the
could bore
schools?
you to tears
No,
with
but
that.
do they like the school system here, and are they adjusting well to
Well,
move? And
you know, my husband went to Catholic school. Are you married, Meg?
yes, I am. Several years.
Yes, well then you know, Meg, that in marriage, as I said, you choose your battles carefully. And because Bill went to a Catholic school, he had very strong feelings about his children going to Catholic school. So they go to Corpus Christi, which is in Wethersfield, which, as you know, is not in Glastonbury. If we had a Catholic school in Glastonbury, that's where they would be. But we live in the Hopewell School District, and I've been to Hopewell several times, and I thought, I mean, it was a surprise to me when I learned they were not going to be going to Hopewell. But that's where they would be going. But as far as the adjustment to Glastonbury and the kids,